Everyone, how's it going? I'm back from my trip, and today I'm going to review the Young Justice episode, Drop Zone. Warning, there will be spoilers in here, so if you don't want spoilers, don't watch this video. The episode opens with Bane being defeated by the group Cobra. And no, it's not the Cobra from G.I. Joe. They're completely different by two things. One, they want to take over the world, and two, they say, Hail Cobra! When Bane is defeated by them because they have a super soldier who's injected with a serum, which is a combination of Venom and the Blockbuster serum. So this guy is bigger and faster than Bane, taking him out so easily. And when Bane's defeated, they kick him out, and Bane starts this group, try to win the factory so he could take over. That's when the group Young Justice come in. And that's also when they get to show off their new costumes for stealth. They have like these new suits which can activate into different modes. When they hit the stealth mode, their suits turn black. And everyone gets one except for Robin, since he's great at stealth. He doesn't need it. And Superboy, who doesn't want to wear tights or have a cape. He doesn't do that, as he says in the episode. Speaking of Robin, Robin is, planning to be the leader. He thinks that, since he's more experienced, he could be the leader of the group. But in the end, Aqualad tells him, you might be experienced, but you just don't know how this team thinks. You don't know how we think. We haven't worked with you for so long yet. You worked with Batman for, a long time. You can make plans without even talking to each other, but we don't really know much about you or how, you work. So Robin, says, you're right. You should be the leader, Aqualad. You make some great ideas, so you should be the leader. And Aqualad accepts the offer to become leader. And he tells him, he'll be leader until Robin thinks he's ready to become leader. So Robin is second in command of the group. The episode was great, and I'm really happy they show Robin is really experienced. And because in the last episode, Robin did not show any way of, he's experienced this stuff. Besides the whole, he's able to disappear like Batman. Because, he makes some really stupid mistakes that he shouldn't be making when he fights Mr. Twister. It's not because, he wasn't wearing his costume. He had his utility belt. He could have used any gadgets in there to take down Mr. Twister, but he doesn't really do any real maneuvers. But, I'm really happy that they do show that he is experienced in here. I find this really interesting that they decided to do a love triangle between Kid Flash, Miss Martian, and Superboy. I'm really curious of how that's going to go. And the whole mystery behind the light is getting more, kind of interesting in there. Because you're kind of curious what the heck the light is. I may have to check that out because I don't know if the light was ever really in the comics. So that's going to be really interesting to find out what's going on with those guys. The acting was, really great as usual, like in the other 3 episodes. And the fight scenes really, epic. I really like the actor that plays Bane in there also. I really am curious what's up with the mask, though. For some reason, they can never have Bane in his classical mask. For example, freaking Batman the Animated Series, they had Bane with a, similar mask, but he has a mouthpiece in here. Then we had the other episode where, Batman, New Adventures of Batman, where he wears an S&M type of costume. I'm sorry, but it does look like that. It's all black and leathery looking. So he's wearing that type of costume. Then in the Batman series, he looks that doesn't even look like Bane. I couldn't say, okay, yeah, that's Bane or Batman. And then we have the Brave and the Bold Bane, which also has a mouthpiece with a zipper. I don't know what's up with that. What's up with Bane always having a weird S&M style mask? I never got that. The only closest thing they've ever had of Bane wearing his original costume was in the Superman Batman movie. If everyone's gonna ask, oh, what about Batman and Robin? I'm sorry, no, that's not even, the mask is similar, but the costume's different. For example, how Bane activates the Venom is really stupid. He just does that to his chest because there's a button there. And, that's really stupid. Like, what if, Batman decided to malfunction it? Like, I'm pretty sure Batman will find a way to, make that a weak point. But, this Bane in this show was really good. And I'm really happy to also hear that Bane will be in the Dark Knight Rises. And I'll talk about that in another video. But besides Bane, I'm really happy to see that this show is still going on really well. It's still going on great. The only thing that's still bothering me is Superboy a little bit because he's kind of out of character. Because Superboy in the comics, he was freaking, he was happy-go-lucky. He was freaking free-spirited. But I think it would make more sense of why he's like this, even though I would have preferred that he stuck with, the original Superboy. That's all I gotta say. The next video, I will be talking about my thoughts on the Dark Knight Rises casting. Hope you liked the video. Goodbye.